Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of upcoming episode of Battle Through the Heavens based on novel. So let's start. Xiao Yan was slightly startled after hearing Yao Lao's words. Don't tell me that you think. Yao Lao rubbed this ancient scroll. He had paid a large price for this medicinal formula in order to take it from the hands of an alchemist guru. However, you need a key ingredient in order to refine this 9-yin yellow spring pill. That ingredient is the spring blood crystal. This spring blood crystal only forms at the bottom of the spring. Hence, you must make a trip to the 9 serene spring within these 9 months. There you need to obtain a spring blood crystal, and then find time to refine a 9-yin yellow spring pill. Only by doing this will you have a higher chance of subduing the purifying demonic lotus flame. Xiao Yan's eyes looked at the ancient dark red scroll. He slowly nodded a moment later. The purifying demonic lotus flame was really too important to him. Therefore, he needed to obtain it regardless of what happened. If he failed this time around, waiting another 1,000 years for the demon flame to appear again would be extremely difficult for him. It has been many years since I have prepared something in order to swallow a heavenly flame. Xiao Yang softly sighed after receiving the ancient dark red scroll. He had only refined some medicinal pills to swallow a heavenly flame. Xiao Yang slowly nodded. He immediately said, "Is the 9 serene spring managed by the 9 serene deep ground python?" The 9 serene spring is located deep underground. That place is the territory of the 9 serene deep ground python. They view that place as a holy ground. Any 9 serene deep ground python that is about to advance in rank will soak inside it. Soaking will smooth their breakthrough. However, the spring water in the 9 serene deep ground python has a dark and cold affinity. It is a mysterious training ground for snake magical beasts that are of this affinity. However, even I do not dare to venture deep into it, because the 9 serene spring is too dark and cold. Yao Lao spoke in a solemn voice. Fortunately, you possess 4 types of heavenly flames. With the heavenly flames protecting your body, you should be able to reach the deepest. Yao Lao smiled and nodded. The moment the sky turned bright the next morning, Xiao Yang led Kailin, the little fairy doctor, and Qing Tan out of the Falling Star Pavilion. They hurried to the Beast region. This was not the first time Xiao Yang had headed to the Beast region, so he was quite familiar with the route. His strength had soared. Naturally, his speed was many times faster. The journey, which would have taken a couple of days in the past, was made in half a day. Xiao Yang's group did not stay in one place for long after having entered the Beast region. They headed to the region where the 9 serene deep ground python tribe was. The true settlement of the 9 serene deep ground python tribe was deep underground, even though they had many branches on the surface. The numbers that this tribe boasted could be ranked at the top of the 3 large clans, but its large numbers resulted in its bloodline becoming impure. Based on the estimation of the elders of the 9 serene deep ground python, the ancient bloodline of all the tribe members of the 9 serene deep ground python would be exhausted within 100 years, if this continued. At that time, the 9 serene deep ground python would end up in a situation where they were similar to an ordinary man above the deep abyss within a couple of flashes. These people, they seems to be members of the ancient void dragon tribe. Xiao Yang looked at the few figures as surprise flashed across his face. There was a tendril of dragon phoenix bloodline inside his body. Naturally, he had a special ability to sense the blood of an ancient void dragon, but he was surprised to find that he would meet members of the ancient void dragon tribe in this place. Could it be that Zi Yang has sent them? However, she should be out resolving the matters of the other 3 great dragon kings. Why would she dispatch people to the 9 serene deep ground python tribe, since they have no relation with them? Xiao Yang frowned. A thought quickly passed through his heart as a fluctuation spread from his body. This fluctuation swiftly spread apart. Soon after this fluctuation spread, a halting voice was transmitted into his ear through the air. Dragon King and chiefs, since they possessed great power. They are not people sent by Xiao Yan. Instead, they are from the other 3 large dragon islands. Xiao Yan frowned. He had not received any news related to the ancient Void Dragon tribe, after having left the Eastern Dragon Island back then. The island was located within the empty space. Regardless of how intense the battle that erupted between them was, it would not be able to reach the central plains. It was likely that no one other than the ancient Void Dragon tribe themselves knew that they were in a civil war. I wonder which Dragon King has sent these people. They have left empty space to come to the 9 serene deep ground Python tribe. It is likely that they are up to something. Xiao Yan's eyes flickered. Xiao Yan should have successfully exited her retreat after so many years. After she exited her retreat, she would definitely need to resolve the civil war of the ancient dragon tribe. However, if she wished to unite the ancient dragon tribe, she needed to first finish off the 3 great dragon kings. Although Xiao Yan did not know how strong the 3 great dragon kings were, they were definitely genuine Do Xings. Nevertheless, Xiao Yan did not know just how many stars they had reached. It looks like I need to find time to enter the empty realm and investigate. Xiao Yan's strength might have soared after her retreat with the help of the Dragon Phoenix bloodline, but those 3 great dragon kings are also to form an alliance with the 9 serene deep ground Python tribe to deal with the Eastern Dragon Island together. Commander Qin clenched his teeth as he answered. All of you have abandoned the pride of the ancient void dragons. You are planning on seeking external reinforcement to deal with your internal conflict. Xiao Yan's expression changed as he cried out. This is the decision of the 3 great dragon kings. It is not something that we can control. Moreover, the matter of the alliance has already been discussed with the 9 serene deep dragon tribe a long time ago. We are only here to receive their reply this time around. Even if you capture us, there will be others who will come. What other reinforcements has the 3 great dragon kings seeked out other than the 9 serene deep dragon tribe? Xiao Yan was quiet for a moment before suddenly asking. Commander Qin's body immediately tensed upon hearing this question. Speak. Xiao Yan pressed his finger forward, sensing Commander Qin tense up. A deep cry was emitted. They have invited the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe. The Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe has already agreed to lend a hand, but they understood that if the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe and the 9 serene deep ground Python were to form an alliance with the 3 great dragon islands, Ziyang's Eastern Dragon Island would really face imminent danger. Commander Qin's body trembled after seeing Xiao Yan become furious. He hurriedly shut his mouth. It looks like Ziyang is in a bad situation. Kaylin hurried forward and spoke with knit brows. Shall we hurry to the empty realm and help them? Xiao Yan's eyes flickered. He shook his head a moment later and said, there is no hurry now. As long as the experts from the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe and the 9 serene deep ground Python tribe do not head to the empty realm, Ziyang should be able to hold on. We need to delay the Heaven Demon Phoenix tribe and the 9 serene deep ground Python. Kaylin gently nodded and ceased speaking upon hearing this plan. After making up his mind within his heart, Xiao Yan once again got some information from Commander Qin's mouth. He was only willing to let the matter rest after Commander Qin no longer had anything to say. Can you now let us off? I have already told you all that you wish to know. Commander Qin weakly spoke. Most of the blood within him well prepared for their trip. They had procured a detailed map. Hence, within an hour, they had reached the underground world. They traveled around a couple of snake people tribes, and finally reached the main area of the 9 serene deep-ground python, within half an hour or so, the underground serene snake network. The underground serene snake network was where the headquarters of the 9 serene deep-ground python was located. It was a holy site in the hearts of many of the snake tribes. Being a holy site, this underground serene snake network was naturally well guarded. Even an ordinary snake person would not be able to enter. It is indeed worthy of being one of the 3 big tribes of the magical beast world. There are really many experts within this mountain range. Xiao Yan's group appeared on a hill near the underground serene snake network. Their eyes looked at the mountain range in the distance as they muttered to themselves. Spoke. She was a great distance from the lake. The dark and cold force in this place caused ache, only to immediately hear a sizzling sound. A deep yellow icy crystal began to swiftly climb up his arm. It is indeed strong. No wonder even teacher has said that he is unable to reach the bottom of this spring. Xiao Yan was slightly startled after sensing how terrifying the dark and cold force of this 9 serene spring was. His heavenly flame began to circulate within his body. It finally seeped out and quickly melted the ice layer. Kaylin, I will enter the bottom of the spring and obtain the spring blood crystal. You should enter the spring once I succeed. I will help guard you. Xiao Yang swung his fist, turned his head, and spoke to Kaylin beside him. Only Xiao Yang and Kaylin were able to approach this spring among their group. Xiao Yang was able to approach it because of his strength and the heavenly flame, while Kaylin could naturally approach it because of her constitution. You should be careful.